Buenas a todos, aquí Banir en un nuevo vídeo de The Witcher 2 y estoy sobrecargado, mierda. A ver... Esta es 26-33, 26-33. 30-34, espada de plata. Esta es buena. Esta es la Aeroglide, que la voy a tirar. Está pesando demasiado. Y esta también, por ejemplo. Las para rigerse ya veremos. Bueno, pues estamos aquí ya a las puertas de Lockmuin. Con las arpías. Ahí parece estar Lockmuin. Por aquí. Yo creo que me caigo. Bueno, las arpías no nos dan muchos problemas. Son unos bichos bastante... Hostia. Esa era una arpía fuerte. Pero yo soy también un brujo. Ay... Me he subido ya todas las habilidades, he hecho algunas pociones por si acaso, aunque la alquimia no la estoy utilizando mucho, la verdad. Ni el crafteo, pero es porque quiero llegar ya al 3, si no pues me lo tomaría con un poco más de tranquilidad. Hostia, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué era eso? Madre mía. Vale, ya que así estamos. Aquí está. Hemos completado la misión.
This is the last place I'd expect to see Knights of the Flaming Rose.
They're here with Radovid. After losing their foothold in Temeria, they rebuilt their position at the Redanian court. You best stay out of sight. You never know with those bigots.
Yeah, we also had a little disagreement recently. They could be holding a grudge.
I'll explain that your presence in Lockmuir is necessary.
What now? What can we expect to see in the city?
Separate camps, buffer zones, and frequent patrols. Well, that's how it should be organized if those mages from the Conclave have any sense.
Ah, another area of your expertise.
The Peace of Sintra was signed on April the 2nd, and all around was quiet, calm, and orderly. If you don't count Henselt's roars and the all-night festivities of the Mahakam Volunteer Army. And the common folk were positively thrilled with the parade that followed. Yet, not one of those fuckers even knew that I, and a few others like me, spent a week poring over the city map and devising a way to keep those crowned idiots separate, just in case one decided to deal the next blow in a long-standing feud. In any case, I hope to see something similar here.
Relax. The mages want royal gold. They'll make sure all the sources of financing remain alive and present, at least until the inevitable quarrel over the Pontar Valley breaks out.
Well, we'll see if there is indeed a way where there's a will. If we're separated, we'll meet up again in the main square.
Fine.
Vale. O sea, nos dejarán pasar.
Halt! Who goes there?
Vernon Roach and Geralt of Rivia, in the service of Temeria.
Oh, y a ver qué nos dicen
Foltest's
esto.
killer in the service of Temeria.
Foltest's killer is in Lockmuin. Geralt of Rivia will help me capture him.
I couldn't give a pig's ass who killed Foltest, but this bastard raised his hand against the Order, and I'll not let him pass.
In that case, I'll walk in over your dead body, brother.
Bear in mind that peace negotiations are underway behind those walls. I'll have no blood spilt here. Why are the Knights of the Order of the Flaming Rose here?
We're here on the invitation of His Majesty King Radovid.
Radovid can invite anyone he wants to Redania. Problem is, this isn't Redania.
Questioning the King's will.
If Radovid invited you here, why are you encamped outside the city?
We're not part of the official delegation.
Well, we're on our way to an official audience with King Radovid. He's expecting us. So stand aside.
Looks like Radovid doesn't believe
Vale.
the peace talks will end peacefully.
You can be sure of one thing. Not a soul is to be trusted.
I
in this
remember
city.
you from
Not a soul
visiting
to be
me.
trusted anytime, anywhere, period.
We need to assess the
Madre
situation.
mía, cuántos
Whoever
tíos.
stationed the knights at Longwing's gates is likely to know the most and to have the upper hand. I'm going to the Redanian camp. If you want to look around, I'll meet you near Radovid's headquarters.
All right.
Vaya por Dios, empiezo a grabar y ya empieza a hablarme por el WhatsApp. Tenemos que seguir a Vernon. Madre mía, pero si esto está en ruinas y está vacío. ¿Por qué han venido aquí?
I don't believe you killed Foltest.
I didn't.
But a bounty is a bounty. I'm sure you understand. As a professional. It's nothing personal.
One more windbag.
¿Un mago? Uf. Vale, no, ya. Puedo... no debería coger todas estas cosas y casi no tengo espacio. Orden de arresto. Pantalones de cuero. Puede servir. Esto también. Y el resto paso. Uy, aquí hay gente. ¿Pero dónde se ha ido Vernon? ¿Para allá? Bueno, vamos a ver qué nos ha dado el tío este. Las botas. Es que las mías son épicas. Estos sí que son mejores que mis pantalones. A ver qué tal. Por aquí supongo. Uy, que se carga. O más.
Guess they'll never learn.
Sí, nunca aprenden. Oh, aquí hay más tíos.
Be damned. Oh, it's a lovely day today.
Welcome.
Perrete. Y aquí ya hay más gente. Parece que hay tiendas y demás. ¿Qué pasa? Ah, los de la rosa. Ahí está Vernon. Ahora sí. Uf, madre mía.
Enough! Stop where you are or die! By the rights bestowed upon me by our venerable ruler, His Majesty King Radovid, Lord of Redania, I hereby command you to answer for your crimes.
Meaning?
Lucky for you, Witcher, the deceased was a buffoon. I never liked him. Yet murder requires blood money. Though just this time. Next time you'll be executed on the spot. The fine is payable immediately. Unless you prefer death.
Pagaré.
Next time, the fine will be your life. Remember that.
Pero si me empezó a atacar él. ¿Qué culpa tengo yo? Igual no le tenía... O sea, igual no me estaba atacando y me he confundido.
No reason to delay it.
Vamos.
Halt!
We're here to meet King Radovid.
Have you been granted an official audience?
Tenemos noticias
Very
importantes.
important news for him.
I cannot let you through to see the king.
We bring Radovid news that will strengthen his position during the talks. Care to risk his wrath? Besides, this camp is swarming with soldiers. We'd have to be stupid or suicidal to attack Radovid.
Pass then, if your news is so important. But one word from the king and you'll hang. Both of you.
Don't you worry about it.
Vale.
Temeria stands little chance of surviving if Radovid has made terms with Kedwin.
Even less if he's made a pact with Nilfgaard. He and the Emperor could divide the entire north between them.
I take pleasure in seeing Kedwin picked apart.
But they'd start with the country deepest in chaos. So you'd best hope nothing of that sort has happened.
Oh!
Spoken to the king. He's a stubborn...
Por aquí.
Did you request an audience with the king?
Yes.
The king will receive you.
Geralt of Rivia.
Your Majesty.
As usual, you turn up where and when you're least expected. And in such company. I never thought they'd make a soldier out of you.
Roach es mi amigo.
Vernon Roach is a friend. He's in uniform, sure, but that's meaningless.
The world has changed greatly since we met those few months ago. Temeria stands at the brink of civil war. Kedwin has taken the Pontar Valley by force, and a Nilfgaardian delegation plays a prominent role at the summit of the Northern Kingdoms. Foltest and Demavend are both dead. Though it seems we were signing treaties just yesterday. Henselt was butchered in Vergen.
¿Qué hacen aquí los Nilfgaardianos?
What's the delegation from Nilfgaard doing here?
Henselt invited them. Before he died.
Shillard Fitzhestelin would never miss an opportunity like this one. He'll come to the talks and stage his favourite drama.
¿Por qué habéis traído a los caballeros de la
Why did you
orden?
bring the Knights of the Order here, Your Majesty?
The Order of the Flaming Rose is here to ensure that the talks remain peaceful. We wish to avoid a second Thanedd.
Necesitamos vuestra ayuda, señor.
I've come here for help, Your Majesty.
Wait, Witcher. Were it not for you, Henselt would have perished at the hands of an assassin. Am I right?
¿Qué tiene que ver Herschel con esto?
Why do you ask about him, Your Majesty?
Mere curiosity. But I understand if you'd rather not talk about it. Do you know how he died?
Yo no estaba allí.
I wasn't there.
The first lie of the day, and the negotiations have yet to begin. How can I help you if you're not honest with me?
I killed him. Henselt had Roach's unit murdered. I can't call it anything else. In doing that, he signed his own death sentence. When he was looking for Saskia in Vergen after the battle, I cornered him in a hut and I killed him.
What about Deathmold?
He followed orders and deserves the same.
Maybe we can come to some sort of arrangement. You said you needed help, Witcher. Tell me more.
Al parecer no se ha salido bien.
Who's representing Kedwin?
Only the sorcerer Deathmold and his men are in Lochmuin. But Deathmold represents himself.
¿Quién representa Temeria?
Temeria is in turmoil, then who has arrived to represent it?
Constable Natalis, the hero of Brenner, which is good. His presence is like a slap on Shillard's face delivered by the North.
Sheila de Trancaville encargó los requisitorios.
Sheila de Tanzerville is behind the murderers that hit Temeria, Edwin, and
Trancaville.
Kedwin.
Tancarville. Por el asesino moribundo.
I found one of the assassins after Henselt's murder. Before he died, he revealed de Tanzerville's role to me.
Why you in particular?
Me recordaba del pasado.
He knew me from the time I can't remember.
Your past troubles me, Geralt. But I have more pressing matters today.
It all makes sense. Shillard Fitzestelin warned me about a plot. Apparently, Triss Merigold confessed to him that the sorceresses had set up a secret lodge.
Triss is working with Shillard?
She's been detained as a suspect. Shillard believes the sorceresses of Nilfgaard were also part of the conspiracy. Luckily, the entire amphitheatre is under a spell that quells any magic. Otherwise, no one would dare go near all those mages. Well, the talk's beckon. Everyone wants to see Temeria's bitter end.
What do you mean by that, Your Majesty?
The nobles are rebelling in Vizima. Lacking a ruler, they simply want to divide the kingdom into provinces.
Divide Temeria! Shame on the traitors!
Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Anais, the daughter of Louisa and Foltest, lives still. After Foltest's death, the La Valettes came to prominence. Louisa's uncle, Baron Orville, became one of the most important people in Temeria. He wanted to see Anais on the throne, but Vizima was still in turmoil. They sent her to Lochmuin anyway to declare her queen before the entire north. During the journey, the girl was kidnapped. Arian La Valette asked me to use my connections to find his sister, which I did. My people tell me Anais is here in Lochmuin, in Deathmold's hands. I cannot mount an armed attack on the Kedwenis. It would be tantamount to declaring war, and we have gathered here to maintain peace. A lone witcher and a former soldier. That would be a different matter. Bring me Anais, Geralt, and I'll salvage a united Temeria, and punish those whose hands are stained with the Temerian king's blood.
¿Y Sheila?
What about Sheila?
Easy, Witcher. I have ways to deal with impertinent sorceresses. I have managed to tame Philippa Eilhart. Why shouldn't I do so with Sheila de Tanzerville as well? The girl is most important, Witcher. I would look after her. Take her back to Tretogor in Redania, where she would mature under the caring gaze of her half-sister and my wife Ada. When she's of age, she can claim the throne and thus guarantee Temeria's sovereignty. I must attend these talks, Geralt. Time is short. Bring me the girl, the two of you. Men without country or commander. Renegades that no one seems to have taken into account. I, in turn, promise that Sheila de Tanzerville will pay for her deeds. I shall punish her with fire and steel.
An alliance with Redania is our only chance at preserving Temeria's independence.
It's still risky.
Anais, she's the key.
I still wonder about Boosie's death. The boy would have had a stronger claim to the throne.
Maybe Anais can tell us something. It's high time we visited our old friend, Deathmold.
The Emperor's men hold Triss. They'll get everything they can out of her, after which she'll be dispensable.
If it's between the sorceress's life and Temeria's future, then I've no choice. I'm sorry. This is no place to talk. Let's wait till we're beyond the gate.
A ver qué nos dice. Por Temeria es la misión.
There, Crow. Summit white.
¿Dónde vas? Bueno, vale, supongo que tendremos que salir de aquí. ¿Nos dice algo aquí? No sé, es que me ha dicho algo de... Vamos a las puertas.
Roach. Roach!
¿Qué ha pasado?
Just the person I'd be looking for were I not forced to seek Anais Lavalette. You have much to explain, Brigida Papabrock.
Oh no, you'll not pin this on me. I trusted you and you sent me into a den of vipers. Vipers!
Another Vess.
This is no time for pleasantries, Geralt. Calm yourself, Brigida. You were to watch Foltest's children. I saw nothing dangerous in the task. Obviously I was wrong, but I need your help. Anais has been kidnapped. Boosie is likely dead. I need to know how this happened. I need to know the details.
You knew well what you were getting me into. You know that entire rotting bunch. The Count, the Baron.
Not half as well as you do, my dear. Who were those men?
Not so fast, Roach. I have been hiding in this city for 3 days, scurrying about like a rat. They're hunting me. I'll not let you leave me here.
What do you propose?
Escort me out of the city, to the river.
What will that get you?
I expected I would need to fend for myself. I've secured passage. Take me there, and I will tell you all.
It's a long way.
You've a traitor in your camp, Roach. Perhaps more than one. What happened to Foltest's bastards is no series of coincidences. It's the result of a clever, treacherous game.
Damn it!
The Game of Thrones.
Geralt, I need to look to Anais, learn how we're to get to her. But Brigida might know what happened to Boosie. Thus far, we've heard nothing but rumors. Take her to the river.
Bien.
All right, Roach. I'll help you this one last time.
I'll search for a back way into the Kedwenny camp.
You're forgetting. I came here for Triss.
Whatever you decide to do later, so be it. But a traitor in the Temerian camp threatens us all. Escort Brigida, learn what you can.
I'd thank you, Roach, if you weren't such a shit.
I'm counting on you, Geralt. Brigida must get to her destination safely.
Good luck, Roach.
Vamos.
Which way are we headed?
We shall leave Lockwood.
Hemos venido aquí a por Triss y el Roach no nos está haciendo ni puto caso, pero bueno.
Who knows what
Soy Geralt, todo.
Does it matter, Witcher?
¿Dónde?
Did mention vipers. Count and the Baron.
Maravel and Kimbolt. Powerful men. Important in the Temerian camp.
Blessed be the eternal fire.
In its radiance,
I guess I have them to thank for
and
that
to it
chat
our
Roach
lives
had
we
a while
give.
back. Know them well.
Too early to pry, Witcher.
and in it
I'll not let you
victorious
kick
we
my
set.
brain and abandon me.
Por aquí.
Iconoclast! Iconoclast!
Tío, ¿pero a dónde la tengo que llevar? ¿Para el norte?
The main path leads to the right.
That's where they're likely to be waiting.
Roach would say they'd be waiting along both paths.
Roach, Roach, Roach. You're with me, not him. And I decide for myself. I've agreed to meet someone on the riverbank. We'll go through the wood. Calm thus far. Your dear Roach seems to have been wrong.
You two have a history. Or do I have it wrong?
He asked a favor of me. I was to stay with Foltest's children, watch them, travel with them if necessary. Child's play, the bastard called it. That's how I wound up in the caravan transporting the children to Lochmuin for the summit.
Yeah, that clearly went sour. Tell me more.
Soon enough. We've just got to make it through the forest. It's a short way to the river beyond that. It should be calm.
Va a haber problemas. Fijo.
It's not far now. Redlin awaits down by the river, at the end of this path.
Is Redlin another of Roach's contacts?
No, a smuggler. I'd be looking for another way out if he were Roach's man.
Stay behind me.
Vale. Aquí es donde empieza lo peligroso.
It's roaches, bitch! Kill them!
Temeria for Temerians!
Vamos, ahí estamos. Ya están todos, ¿no?
They were expecting us.
No time to lose. How much further?
Not far. We must stay on this path. It's the shortest way.
You've gotten into some serious trouble.
I should say so. Temeria is like a haystack, and the information I have is a burning torch. Fill the rest in for yourself.
Me parece que esto no nos han dejado nada interesante. Tenemos que seguir por aquí, pero hay que ir para allá. A ver. El mapa. Vale, por aquí vamos bien. Aunque hay una cosa que me preocupa. Quería tomarme las pociones. Pero parece que no puedo.
Elves to the moon!
Mierda, es que necesito las putas pociones. Nos están teniendo todo el rato emboscadas. A ver, ¿desde dónde? Buah, desde el principio. A ver. ¿Puedo tomar las pociones? Voy a tomarme una de golondrina. Y esta, no, demasiado. Pues me voy a tomar la de golondrina. Y salir. Vale, tenemos 9 minutos de golondrina. Yo creo que con eso va a estar bastante bien.
It's roaches, bitch! Kill them!
Voy a ponerme Igni, porque contra varios enemigos... Buah, no me he puesto Igni. Bien, el ataque poderoso. Vale.
They were expecting us.
No time to lose. How much further?
Not far. We must stay on this path. It's the shortest way.
You've gotten into some serious trouble.
I should say so. Temeria is like a haystack, and the information I have is a burning torch. Fill the rest in for yourself.
Estoy esperando a recuperarme un poquito la vida. Porque si no nos van a fundir. Aquí hay una cueva. ¿Habrá algo? Necklers. ¿Cómo no?
Damn monsters.
Esto es enorme. Pero si aquí está la entrada y aquí hay otra salida. ¿Dónde está Brigitte? Aquí, vale. vamos a ir por aquí. A ver dónde estamos. Vale, todavía no. Tenemos que seguir. Aquí hay un cofre. Oh, tiene unos ores. Algo es algo. Vale, hay que seguir por aquí. Y deberíamos llegar a una salida. Vale, vamos, Brigitte. Mineral de hierro pasando. Pero muchísimo, además. Me metí una vez con los crafteos y no creo que me vuelva a meter otra vez. Vale, no sé dónde estamos. No sé si hemos acortado camino o no.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Vale. Y aquí hay otro para los nidos. A la mierda los huevos. Ahí está la reina. ¡Oh! He hecho como un evento así para que él se los cargue. Vamos a verlo desde lejos un poquillo. Venga, cargaoslos. Que se supone que hay un camino. Quería bajar por aquí. Vale. A ver, ¿esto tiene algo? Mutágeno de vitalidad. Trofeo de embriago, veneno, bla bla bla. O muchos objetos alquímicos. Dejémoslo ahí. Pero es que no puedo coger más porque me estoy sobrecargando todo el rato y no sé qué hacer con tantos objetos. No les necesito realmente. Estoy en difícil, pero luego está la dificultad un poco más difícil. Oh, la han matado.
This is the smuggler I spoke of.
This was the smuggler you spoke of. Someone's coming.
You'll not sail off, you whore! I'll kill her!
A tomar por culo. Ya está, ¿no?
Thank you. I'd not have survived on my own.
Talk, woman. You've dragged me far away from the city. You owe me an explanation. Who were those men? Who have you been hiding from?
I don't know.
3 days like a rat, you said, and you don't know?
I knew. I mean, I had my suspicions.
So talk.
¿Quiénes matan? Eso.
I don't know.
¿Quiénes son esos hombres?
Truly, I cannot be sure. At first I thought it was revenge for the children. But he knows I'm no traitor.
It's not Roach. We both know that.
Yes. You're right.
¿Qué pasó con el convoy?
Convoy carrying Anais and Busi. What about the children?
We were ambushed. The caravan was destroyed.
I need details.
We were traveling along the agreed path, with a limited escort so as not to draw attention. The children were in 2 separate wagons, a safety measure, I was told.
Which one were you in?
I was with Anais. One day a messenger appeared with orders for the caravan's commander. A change of plans. We turned north to travel a longer route for safety's sake. Soon after the turnoff, we were attacked. One pulled me from the wagon, but a bolt pierced his neck. It was mayhem. I ran for the bushes and hid.
Did you see what happened to the children?
The driver of Busi's wagon was shot. The horses got spooked and ran off into the forest, taking the wagon with them. When the fighting was done, they found Anais still in her wagon. I turned away for fear of what they might do. They nearly grabbed her and fled.
Any idea what happened to the caravan commander's orders?
I have them. After they took Anais, the bastards were in a hurry. They didn't even think to search the corpses. Take them.
Thanks. Sure you can manage that boat?
I must. I'll not return to the city. Thank you again, Witcher. And follow this through. You'll do us all a favor.
En realidad, vamos a ponerlo como... En realidad no ha dicho nada de que estuvieran muertos. Solo que se los llevaron. Uno salió disparado con el carro hacia el bosque y al otro abrieron el carro y se lo llevaron. ¿Puede que estar muerto? Pues sí, pero no han dicho nada de que estuvieran muertos. Vamos a ver qué tenemos que hacer ahora. Tenemos la misión esta en la ciudad. A ver qué misiones tenemos. Capítulo 3. Tenemos la de Temeria. Que ve a salvar a Tris o ayuda a Roach a recuperar la hija de Foltest. De esta Tris Merigold. Esta no tengo nada. Los asesinos de reyes que tampoco. Y habla con Crimor sobre los hijos de Foltest. Vamos a ver. A ver, yo preferiría salvar a Tris. Lo siento mucho a Roach, pero Tris es Tris. A ti solo te conozco de un juego y no me quieres ayudar a salvar a Tris. Así que si me dan a elegir entre esas dos, prefiero que Roach se las apañe solo. Y yo voy a salvar a Tris. No sé, tampoco le estoy dejando ahí...
Son of a bitch.
¿Esta misión cuál es?
I believe there's been a misunderstanding, my lord.
Get out before I call my guards.
And what might I convey?
Nothing.
Baron, sir, you gave your word.
For the last time, out! Tend to this matter.
Baron Ravenin Kimbolt, I presume.
Does that Witcher's code of yours exempt you from court etiquette? Does it grant you the right to speak to the Highborn without being asked to do so?
I guess I don't need to introduce myself.
Oh no. I know who you are. Geralt of Rivia. Foltest's other favorite hound alongside Roach. Not purebred. They say you bring trouble wherever you appear.
¿Qué haces en Lockmuin?
To re-establish the conclave. Didn't expect so many Temerians to show up for the ceremony.
We're not here for some magic pomp and circumstance. This is about celebrating a new order in the Northern Kingdoms.
Is that so?
Your kind doesn't understand this yet, but your life is about to change. Forever.
My kind?
Wanderers and scoundrels. People, and I use the term loosely, without loyalty or country. People for whom coin is the law and everything's for sale.
¿Cómo están las cosas en Temeria?
Is that a note of nostalgia I hear in your voice? Remembering your service under Foltest, or recalling some romp in the sack with the royal advisor? Whichever it may be, spare me your courtesy. You don't care a lick about my country.
Le he preguntado por
I
Roach.
asked out of concern for a friend. I came here with Vernon Roach.
I know.
We royal hounds like to stick together.
Understand this. I'm talking to you only out of respect for Foltest. Out of remembrance for him.
Haven't seen much evidence of that remembrance, aside from the rewards on my head.
They'd have hanged you if not for the testimony of little Anais.
So the girl finally talked.
Whoever that monk was, to me, he was just like you.
No es un
I didn't
asesinato.
kill Foltest. That's just one of the things that makes us different.
Really? What else? Honor? Principles?
I'm a witcher. I don't kill humans for coin.
Are you certain it's not just a question of price? Tell me, Geralt. What were you doing at Foltest's side that unfortunate day?
Estaba allí por Tris.
Triss Marigold. I was there for her.
In that case, you killed many for that woman. I hope she was worth it. You're a paid thug. Even if you refuse to acknowledge it. That murky set of principles, values call them. You cast them in the nearest corner when the price is right.
I'm not for sale.
I'm not talking about coin, Witcher. As a freak, you want what you're most often denied. Camaraderie, respect, love. It is for those things that you scale walls and murder innocents. That is your price.
They say there are no innocents at war.
Indeed. At war, there is but the cause you fight for. A higher calling. Though they also say war is a refuge for the cursed. An asylum for those stripped of heart and soul.
A higher calling. Beautiful concept. Except I remember the knights who stormed Lavalette Castle. High-born men fighting atop high walls. They were out to kill for fame, fortune, and pure enjoyment. I was also at Vergen, where simple soldiers went into battle clutching false relics to their breast, knowing that death awaited them if they deserted.
They owed it to their king.
If there's one thing I love about being a witcher, it's that I never have to draw my sword on someone else's command.
I tire of this discussion, Witcher. Get to the point or leave.
Vale. Sí que ordenaste el
The
convoy.
convoy carrying Anais and Busi was ambushed. Why?
I'd like to know that myself.
I've seen your letter to Horst Lubbock, the one in which you ordered him to abandon the planned route.
Nonsense! I sent no such letter.
The letter bears your
Carta.
seal and signature, Baron.
Where is it?
I
Aquí.
have it.
Show me.
You'll have to take my word.
The word of a wandering monster slayer means nothing to me. If that's the situation, I've said all I have to say. I wrote no such letter.
Words come cheap, Baron. I'm finding it hard to believe you.
I care little for what you believe. If this letter exists, we are dealing with a forgery. Whoever is behind this has crossed a Temerian noble, and will be duly punished. My scribe will test the letter and confirm what I claim.
Hablaré con él.
All right. I'll see what this scribe has to say.
There are objective means of examining the letter's authenticity. I promise to pay you well for learning the truth.
The truth does taste better when payment's involved.
Eso está hablando antes de que... El escriba o Natalis. ¿Y dónde está? Lirios y víboras, lirios y víboras. Supongo que Natalis está aquí.
Where have we met?
Vamos a ir a por este.
So many crowned heads in one place. You must be pleased.
Roach may trust you, but I'm not so sure. What do you want?
Impressive summit, but not all the players have their representatives here.
The most important do. The mages thought about inviting everyone, but time is short.
Yeah, they win.
It's a huge country.
Torn by conflict and rebellion with no clear ruler. They're not to be taken seriously at this point.
Sounds like the Kedweni point of view. The Adurnians see it differently, I'm sure.
Consejo de
Representatives
Regentes.
of the Council of Regents. Did any come with you?
Only Baron Kimbolt and Count Maravel. The other 5 remain in Vizima. It seems that save Baron Orval, most spend their time trying to devise a way to undermine Anais' claim to the throne.
Kimbolt and Maravel. What's their stance?
Well, they've taken opposing positions, as one might expect. The Baron believes Anais' origin, if you will, stands in the way of her taking the throne, though it's common knowledge that he would simply prefer to seat himself on it. Whereas Maravel has said that Foltest's children have his full support. He stated this in Vizima before the entire council. One thing is certain, words come cheap. Those two may change their minds in a flash if Anais is found and recovered.
¿Podrías llegar a un acuerdo con los magos?
Mages will want to get as much as they can out of this summit, and monarchs don't generally like others dictating terms. This may end in a row.
There will be no row. The mages now rely on the mercy of the northern kingdoms.
The amphitheater itself is also protected by an anti-magic shield, like the one used at Thanid.
The times of mage impunity are gone. They will be shown their place.
Vale, eso es lo que le pasó a los hijos del rey.
Careful, Witcher. You'd better have evidence if you plan to accuse someone of treason.
Busi and Anais.
Yes?
Volveré luego. Coño, es que este me está acusando ya al varón. Y no sé si es el varón. Tiene pinta, porque me cae mal. Pero no sé si es. Aquí quizás está el escriba.
Drunker than a bard. Won't get anything out of him. Maybe there's something about testing letters in his notes. I don't know any of these substances. Best not risk destroying the letter. Maybe there's a formula for the activator in the scribe's notes.
Light, quench, shit, rinse.
A ver, inventario. Notas del escriba. Son todas la misma. Tinta invisible.
Water quenches lime, like beer
Uy.
quenches thirst.
Por aquí.
Light, quench, shit, rinse. Young alchemist, do as you order. And acid to water. Light, quench, sit, rinse. The king of reagents. Yes.
Madre mía, está como una cabra. Probar un borrador de la carta. What?
I don't have time for this.
¿Qué hago? Aquí está para el escriba. El inventario. Enciende, apaga mierda en juegos y probar los hechos para transformar el one en peace. Enciende, apaga mierda en juega.
Young alchemist, not all of...
I need to make...
A ver. Añadir cal quemada al frasco, calentar el frasco, aislar vapores sumergidos. ¿Qué? Añadir agua al frasco, añadir... Pero si es que no sé de lo que tengo que hacer.
The king of reagents. Yes. Water quenches lime.
A ver, tengo que convertir el one en peace y cosas así, pero no tengo ni puta idea de qué hay que hacer. Beber el escriba para que verifique lo que tenga. A ver. Pues creo... Al final resultó que tuvo que hacerlo él mismo. Vale. Pero necesito cositas, ¿no? Para saber cómo hacerlo de la tinta, ¿o no? O lo hago lo gonzo. A ver. Enciende, apaga.
Rinse. Thus you will the facts evince. To read the truth by lies deformed, guano into piss transform.
A ver, probar con el borrador de la carta. Enciende, apaga, mierda, enjuaga.
Gotta be careful with this.
Enciende.
Wait for it to dissolve. A little burnt lime. Everything's better with a dash of bird guano. Damn, destroyed that letter. I need to be more careful. I need to...
Probar con un borrador. A ver, añadir agua al frasco. Calentar el frasco.
Wait for it to dissolve.
Añadir guano.
Better with a dash of bird guano.
Y...
Wait for it to dissolve. Damn, destroyed. I need to...
A ver. Añadir agua al frasco. Calentar cuidadosamente el frasco. Añadirle aceite vitriolo. Es que no...
Gotta be careful with this. Wait for it to dissolve.
Oh, mierda.
How did it go? Everything's better. Damn. I need...
A ver, yo creo que primero hay que añadir agua al frasco. Añadir.
Careful with this. Everything's better with a dash of bird guano. Wait for it to dissolve. Damn. I need...
A ver. Primero esto. Calentar, apagar, que no sé lo que sería. Luego añadir guano. Y añadir agua.
Damn, destroyed that letter. I need to be more careful.
No tengo ni idea de cómo es la fórmula. Voy a mirarlo, yo creo. Voy a mirarlo porque si no vamos a estar aquí. Ya he probado con todas las cartas, así que solo me queda un intento y no he descubierto nada. Vale, ya lo tengo. Vamos a poner la carta de Kimball. A ver, añadir cal quemada al frasco. Añadir agua al frasco. Añadir guano de al frasco. Y calentar el frasco y helarlo a vapores sumergido en agua.
Smells like piss, but it worked. The sheet's orange, not blue. The letter's fake. Kimball had nothing to do with this.
Young alchemist, do as you order.
Vale.
To water.
No sé cómo los mensajes ocultos pueden ser falsos. Pero aquí está. La carta era falsa.
The letter's forged.
Of course I was right. I would never seek to hurt Boosie. Bastard or not, he is still a child. Your payment, Witcher. I want you to look into another matter.
¿Qué va a ser?
What would it involve?
Count Linus Maribel. You've heard the name?
Young, capable, handsome.
Yeah. Yes, all that and more. And he's ambitious to a fault. Right after the Temerian delegation arrived in Lochween, his people began visiting the Nilfgaardian camp regularly.
Are you suggesting Marivel's a traitor?
We are all entitled to communicate with the ambassador without chagrin and openly, as court and diplomatic protocols allow. Yet the Count's multiple messengers, the letters traveling to and fro, it reminds me more of a complicated courtship.
You're curious to know the content of those letters.
I want you to learn the Count's plans. The man would sell his mother to please the Emperor. Find out what Marivel's messenger is carrying. If treason is involved, you must alert John Matanus. You will be generously rewarded, I assure you.
¿Dónde puedo encontrar el mensajero?
Look for my man Aldridge by the fountain here in the camp. He'll point the mage out to you.
¿Por qué yo?
Witcher to do this?
Do not underestimate Count Marivel. He does not employ common scoundrels, and I don't intend to either. Hieronymus Lash. Sound familiar?
A pretentious, invented name. belongs to a bard or a mummer, I'd say. But you wouldn't need my help with either of those, so I'll venture a guess. Marivelle entrusts his correspondence to a mage.
I knew you were suited to this task. The magic barrier placed over the city mutes all forms of high magic, preventing Lash from contacting Shillard remotely. He nevertheless remains dangerous. During the times of the previous conclave, I believe he was caught practicing black magic. He faced execution, but that louse Marivelle saved him.
Vale, lo haré.
I'll look into it.
My lord, we know where they are. What are your orders?
Bloody wonderful day. It's you! Assemble your men and resolve this once and for all.
Vale.
Master Witcher!
What do you want?
My lord, the Right Honourable Count Marivelle requests the pleasure of your company. He says it's urgent.
Seems like everything is these days. Tell the Count I'll think about it.
¿Qué quiere? ¿Dónde está todo esto? No me sale.
Trickster.
Habla con el conde Maribel, pero ¿cuándo? El mensajero, lirios y víboras. A ver, lirios y víboras. Por aquí.
Wow.
Y luego habla con Natalis. Ah, pero es que todavía no lo sé, ¿no? Claro, todavía no lo sé. J. Habla con Maribel, reunirte con Aldrich. El nombre casi enfrente, haber enviado un mensajero, pero como que... Sí, pero ¿dónde está? Amigo. Tengo ni idea de dónde está. A ver, la otra, el mensajero. Vale, el mensajero está por aquí.
Trickster.
Aldrich, Baron Kimbold said you'd point Hieronymus Lash out to me.
Perfect timing. Come with me.
Vamos. A ver, sigue a Aldrich. ¿Qué me suena Aldrich?
It's you!
Where's Lash?
Patience, mate. They should be here any minute. Look, there. I've done my bit. Up to you now.
Vale, vamos a quitarle los pergaminos.
We've got a tail. Stop him.
Stop there, White One.
What if I don't?
Then I'll fucking help you!
I'd like to see you try.
Consider it done! Temeria!
No. Cuando le doy a la batalla le doy al 1 para sacar la espada y claro, como ya la tiene sacada, cuando acaba la cinemática se escapa. O sea, se escapa, no, se